Welcome to some new r/Tales from Retail stories, where people share heartwarming stories from their special experiences of brick and mortar retail. I hope you had a great day. The first story is called No Big Deal. I used to work at an ice cream chain where we prepared ice cream with various toppings on a frozen piece of rock. On this particular day I was working with one other person and it wasn't too busy. Two young guys came in, about high school age. They ordered a large bowl of ice cream with a few toppings. I mixed it for them and went to ring them up. Okay, so that will be this amount. Okay, I have a gift card. Great. I proceeded to scan the card. So it looks like you owe another 36 cents after the gift card. At this point they both look at each other and shrug sadly. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have any money with me. Never mind. Oh, hey, it's cool. Only 36 cents. I take the 36 cents out of the tip jar and put it in the till. No big deal. Wow, thanks. The two guys leave and I thought that was that. Felt good doing something nice. The one guy comes back several hours later. I saw him come in and went to the register to meet him. Oh hey, you are back. Did you need anything else? Before I finished, and without looking at me once or saying a word, he dropped a $20 bill in the jar and immediately turned and left. I was so shocked I just stared at him until he walked out the door. That was pretty cool. The next story is called Don't Let Her See. I work in a small locally owned toy shop in a little college town. However, we have a lot of down-to-earth people and families. A couple comes in with 3 kids and immediately the kids go crazy, wanting to show their parents every single toy in the store. It's a small store, but it's broken down into 3 distinct sections, rooms connected by walkways. We have a card rack next to the cash wrap that has all sorts of cards. As the wife is being dragged by her kids around the store, the husband comes up to me and quietly goes, "Don't let my wife see, we are big Star Wars fans." With that, he slides me a Chewbacca card and cash to pay for it. I quietly make small talk with him about the weather and ring him up. I finish just in time as his wife and kids walk around and then grab their dad to go back and ask for toys. I'm chatting with the mom and she sees a card on the card rack and says, "This would be perfect for my husband, but don't let him see this." And with that she slides me cash, finishes the transaction and rings. It's the exact same card. They finish their shopping, purchase a few toys for their 3 kids and walk out, both chuckling to themselves about how clever they are. The third story is called Daddy. This takes place in a small convenience store. There wasn't much to do, so I decided to walk around, maybe reorganize misplaced items, when suddenly a kid, maybe 3 to 4 years old, holds my hand. I kind of look around to see if someone lost their kid, and then I see a young lady give me a "go on" gesture. I'm a bit confused about what she wants me to do, but whatever. I was bored and this kid looked cooler than my friends. So I asked if he liked candy and asked which one he liked. He didn't say anything and just pointed to some gummy worms. That's cool, me too. I like the sour ones because I can make this face. And I show him my sour face. This made the kid laugh. "I love you, Daddy," and he starts to hug me. To be honest, I freaked out a bit and thought this kid couldn't possibly be mine. As I looked over at the young lady, she started tearing up. "I love you too, son." The boy ran back to the lady. The lady walks up to me and hugs me. I am so sorry for that. My husband just passed away 2 days ago. This is the first time I saw him talk since that day. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. They proceeded to leave. The boy is waving his gummy worms at me and I do the sour face and he does the same. The next story is called 2 Diet Cokes. I worked at a fast food chain when I was in high school. One of our recurrent customers were the Diet Coke ladies. Every afternoon they would come through the drive-thru and order 2 medium Diet Cokes. It was 2 older ladies with their dogs in the back of their little RAV4. Always nice. Always wanting only 2 medium Diet Cokes. Occasionally, if things were super slow, we'd have a little chat as they paid. Only a minute or 2. And they would drive up to the second window for their drinks. Everyone in the store knew them, and you just had to shout, "Diet Coke ladies are here," and the person up front would get the drinks ready. As I was getting ready to go to college in a couple of weeks, I happened to mention it to them. They were glad for me and wished me well. 2 days later, they came through the drive-thru per usual, but when they paid, they also handed me a little box wrapped with a little silk ribbon. Inside was a silver pen, and engraved on the side was 2 medium Diet Cokes. They told me they wanted me to pass my first test with it. The fifth story is called A Cake for an Apple. I work in retail at a UK electronics retailer, and this happened a few years ago. A customer comes up to me, looking for a new laptop. I show him around a few of the laptops, and he states he needs something portable but powerful. Of course, these two things at the time usually meant a 13-inch laptop with an i5 or i7. So, what do you need it for? Well, the laptop has to be powerful, but I need it to be lightweight as I'm an international student. Right? Okay. Well, here's a few laptops we have that fit this description. These laptops are usually around 600 to 1000 pounds, depending on brand and specifications. I noticed the customer is carrying a laptop in a carrier bag and asked him about that one, just being a bit nosy, but also making conversation as I show him around the laptops. So, what's wrong with that laptop? The battery has blown up and doesn't power on anymore. Can I have a look? He takes it out of the bag and I notice it's a MacBook Air. Being the store's Apple person, I asked if I can have a look. I noticed that it has another computer shop sticker on top of it, so I asked about that. I see you have taken it to the other computer store down the road. What did they say is wrong with it? The store is part of an Apple-style chain with a shop literally down the road that people mistake for an actual Apple store. They didn't open it up, but they said it would be £400 for the problem I told them I thought it was. Internally, I was thinking, they've quoted this and haven't even had a look at it. No surprises there. I took the Mac from the customer and walked him down to the Apple counter of our small store. I plugged it into our Mac charger and noticed it's lighting up green, but not switching to amber, which it would do. So, just out of habit, I perform an SMC reset. Basically a hard reset to tell the Mac to get it together on the MacBook, and it turns on. Oh my gosh, you've got it working. Yeah, I just want to run some diagnostics to make sure this isn't a fluke. I got the customer to change the language from his native to English and got to diagnostics. The test came back fine and the battery reported fine. It's in good working order with no problems. It just needed this reset and now it's fine. However, your charger is toast, so you need a new one of those. That's amazing. Thank you so much. My dissertation was on there and I would have to start it again. How much will it be for the fix? Nothing. It was a 2-minute fix. No need to worry. To this, the customer becomes all thankful and happy and tells me he wants to pay for dinner, and I insist it's okay and just part of my job. So he's on his way with his Mac in working order and a warning not to use the charger and use an extra form of storage to back up his work. He came back in to purchase a new charger and was looking specifically for me in the store. He had gone out and bought me a cake and macarons from a high-end cake shop. At first I said I couldn't accept. Was thinking of work and the cake obviously costing a lot of money. But after much insistence, I did accept. The customer left happy and I left work later in the evening with a cake in town and a smile on my face. Not all customers are difficult and it left me with so much joy at the end of the workday. The last story is called Made Him Cry. I work at a pet store. My family owns it. We do boarding, daycare, training, grooming, and retail. I had a regular come in a few months back. He wasn't doing too well financially since becoming disabled. He brought in his dog for grooming, and I noticed he had a large number of fleas. I called and informed him. I let him know that I would give his other dog a flea bath for cheap so he could take care of it. Once he got there, he tried to pay with a care credit card that the state had given him. Unfortunately, we don't take that card. So he gave me his card information so I could charge him when he got paid. I sent him home with some flea and tick topical we sell over the counter. Well, the day came for me to run his card and he called me to remind me. I thanked him, got off the phone and didn't charge him. Today he called, realizing he hadn't been charged. I told him I didn't plan on charging him and was happy to be able to help. He couldn't talk for a bit, trying to compose himself. I got off the phone knowing I had made someone's day better. Sometimes even the littlest of things can help. And with that, we end today's video. Let me know what you think about the stories. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the stories and today's video? I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what I do and want to support me, please subscribe and hit the like button. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe. Bye bye.